Welcome to Kusum.net. This is ASP.NET MVC tutorial and you are watching part 89 remote validation in ASP.NET MVC. Before watching this video, please watch my previous parts 86, 87 and 88. In part 88, I was explained about unobtrusive validation. So please check first the previous parts. Let's start remote validation in ASP.NET MVC. So sometimes to check if a valid value is valid, we may need to make a database call. A classic example of this is the user registration page. To register a user, we need a unique username. So to check if the username is not taken already or already taken, then we have to make a call to the server and check the database table. Remote attribute is useful in situation like this. So when a user provides a username that already exists, the associated validation error message should be displayed immediately as shown below. Means this remote validation will compare with the database data with this front end data. Okay, and if it is exist, then it will give us error. This is called remote validation. Remote validation with SQL to MVC. Okay, so let's this is the method which gets called to perform the remote validation. An AJAX request issued to this method. If this method returns true, validation succeeds, else validation fails and the form is prevented from being submitted. The parameter name must match the field name on the view. If they don't match, model binder will not be able to bind the value with the parameter and validation may not work as expected. So we will create this type of method and inside of that we write the comparison code of the database data and front-end data, okay, using JSON method, and we will add the remote validation attribute inside of the partial class, and we must need for that the JavaScript files, a JavaScript bundle, okay, in the page. So let's flip to the Visual Studio and check how to do it. This is my user table, TBL user, and I have created one model, this model 1, okay. This model 1 I have created and the partial class of it, this one, TBL user, okay. So first I will add the remote attribute to this partial class. For that I need for remote attribute you need a namespace using system.web.mvc, okay. I want to compare the username with database data. If username is exist, then we'll give error. For that remote attribute will be used. So remote inside of the bracket the method name to check validation, and here the controller name. I will create controller. Suppose I will create login controller. So name the login, and we'll create a check user method. So give the name check user name. Okay. Check username and login is my controller name, and give the error message. Error message equal to username already exists. Right. So this model side done. Now we'll go to the solution explorer and create one controller. So let's right click on this controller, add controller MVC5 controller empty, and give the name login controller. Okay, we'll create save method to save the data of the username. So save, and we'll create post method to save the data to the database. Okay, this save method will show the page, and this http post method will save the data to the database. Now here I will pass the object of my table. So TBL user is my table name, and we'll create one object, and I will use that model. So using variable model, variable db equal to new, name of the model is model 1, so model 1, okay, and let's write in the bracket of curly using this one. Now let's save the data, so save the object. So db dot tbl users dot add object, okay, object, and then db dot save changes, okay, this will save the data and will redirect the page. So return redirect to action, return redirect to action on OK method, okay, OK method, and we'll create return OK method. We'll create the method here, public action result, and OK method, same as this name, and inside of that we will pass the content. So return content and data saved successfully, pass the message. Okay, so our data is saved and the message will be passed. Now I will create the method for comparison of the username with database username, right? So public, now that partial, this one, this same method name we will use here. So public check username, before that I need to write action result, check username, and we'll compare the string of the username. So string, and the table have this username, okay, this, so copy this and write here string username. You must have the same this username letters as per table, okay. Now we will pass JSON result, so write JSON result, okay, and here return JSON, pass the value true, and with JSON request behavior dot allow get, so allow get, okay, and this true means now we will validate with database data. So if not db dot, for that we have to create variable, so using variable db equal to new model 1, so model 1, and in these curly brackets we will pass this return JSON. So this return JSON with this, if not db dot tbl users dot any lambda expressions x dot username dot pullover, means if user adds a small letters equal to this username, okay, parameter username with lower to lower. Okay, if this username with database username not match, then only pass the data, then only save the data. Okay, otherwise we'll give the error from this okay model. So let's save it and let's create a save page. Add view, create the form to save the data. So let's use the create template and model class my login controller and tbl user data, and name of the application is web application 4, and you must add this reference script libraries. Okay, because you need the JavaScript inside of the page, otherwise you will not get the error messages. Okay, so let's use this reference script. Okay, okay, so you can see here the JavaScript files are added using this bundle here. Okay, now let's run the program and check. Okay, controller name is login. Okay, directly here. Now add, here is my database, and in this I have these two names. Okay, two username, Devsulu and Lavish Nikam. Okay, we'll add new name Anil Wasawa and add Anil, then it will save. Okay, username already exists, is Anil is exist inside of the table. Let's see first. Yes, Anil is exist. Okay, this Anil Wasawa is exist, Anil, so it is giving error. Okay, but if Rajesh is not present in the table, so it will not give us the error and will save the data. Okay, let's check the table. Right, Rajesh is added here. Okay, the name whatever we have given, that same one. Oh, so this way you can validate the user pages. You can see here this Lavish Nikam is present. So if I use again Lavish Nikam, then it will give us error. Right, username already exists. Okay, so this way you can achieve this remote validation. This is the end of my video session. Thank you for listening my video. Please, if you like this video, please subscribe it, share it and like it. Thank you. Have a great day.